My name is Natalie, and I'm the Good Shepherd here on our small hobby farm. And I'm with, right now, April, my dear friends, porcelain Belgian ducal fancy bantam miniature hen, who 6 days ago began to get swallowed by a snake. And she fought for her life and must have been kicking so hard that that snake finally just took her right leg, and off the snake went. And I'm so grateful that my friend contacted the Good Shepherd, me, Natalie. So today is day 6, and we're in the afternoon hours, about 3 p.m. I'm in and out all day long. I'm so grateful and blessed to have this life. I truly am. And I'm grateful for my husband affording me this life. April. Today is a new day, and I've been doing a lot of different things with her other than the things that need to be done every day, like the pain medicine, the antibiotics, the electrolytes, the vitamin B12, the Nutri-Cal, all these things that have been vital and important to her instant new journey in her own life of learning to stand on her own one foot. And so what happened is day 5 yesterday, she began to get really tired and this leg began to splay out. I'm very happy holding her right now to see that it's not completely up like this. This means to me that the increasing of the pain medicine is helping with the inflammation, which is what caused her leg to go all the way out beginning on day 5 yesterday. This is April's enclosure right here, and it is on my stovetop, and I do live alone, and nobody's ever here for dinner, and I don't really cook, so this is the best place for her to be, where when I'm inside, she can just kind of follow me around as I'm doing my stuff inside and feel like she's a part of life. It's very important to me as the Good Shepherd that any animal in respite or recovery care is included in that domain, because that's how I live my life. So, with April today, what's been most important to me for her as the Good Shepherd is each time I come in, she does need to be propped up when I put her in here. She didn't need to be the first 4 days. And yet beginning yesterday, she needs to be propped up. She's kind of falling over a little bit. Think about an old person in a hospital and you hear about bed sores, right? You know, because the nurses maybe don't come in and turn them or whatever. I'm not bashing on nurses. I'm just metaphorically using this as an example. So anyway, what I've begun to do today is to make sure that when I come in the 1,800 times a day, and when I do take her out, if she's like this, you know, I come in this time and I'm going to make sure that I put her like this, okay? So it's important for her to get used to switching sides as to how she's laying. The biggest concern at this point with such a life-altering tragedy is we don't want her to go into atrophy, where the muscle and the tendons and everything just begin to dissipate and not work right. So I'm not a veterinarian, I'm not a licensed doctor, I'm not anything other than the Good Shepherd Natalie, and that's, to me, a really beautiful life that I continue to really feel the value of everything that animals teach me and living on a farm has taught me. So I'm going to go ahead and she's already had her pain medicine. Another thing I started doing is I've been putting Neosporin on her head, where the snake, as he had her head in his mouth, acid came out and like burned her head, like pretty much scalped her almost. I thought she lost her left eye. It must have been severely damaged by that acid. And on day 4, her left eye opened. I'm so grateful she didn't lose her eye. I've been using just coconut oil now. We don't need the Neosporin. Oh, well, you could eat some too, because it's actually good for them to eat some of this too if you want some. She was like, oh yes. Coconut oil is really good. I give it to my Silky. I mix it into her food all the time, my little scissor beak girl. But I know what she really wants. Oh my God, I think I'm getting eaten by flies. Anyway, this coconut oil is now a different venue from the Neosporin. The Neosporin is, you know, whatever, not antibiotic, but antiseptic. Coconut oil, her head is already healed. And so now we just want to make sure that we keep it moist. You know, it doesn't dry up and scab up terribly. And that as it is healing, that she can continue to grow pretty feathers back. When I began to do this today, I noticed in her one eye there was like something stuck, and I didn't know what it was. And I was very careful, and it was part of her scab with hair had fallen over. So I simply took my little surgical scissors and cut it off. So we've got the coconut oil on you as well. I know what she really wants is this. She goes crazy over this. Anybody who has chickens, anybody. It goes under different names, NutriCal, EnerCal. It's a high calorie supplement. And I don't know any life that doesn't love this stuff. It is hard for her to eat right now. And this is giving her really more than what she needs. It's giving her everything. And look how she devours it. Look at that. Oh, April. And this is several times a day. I'm talking like 6-8 times a day, and she'll just go crazy. She is also eating regular food, which is amazing. Look, she's like, I'm already done. I love that I've already gotten this little bond with her. 6 days, it was an immediate bond. And the Good Shepherd Natalie with animals, I don't need words. I never have needed words, and yet that's all I am is words. Go figure. I do have an understanding with animals that goes beyond words. And there we go. So I just heard that again. This is what I'm always careful for hearing. Because she's in a state of recovery, and even herself drinking liquids, I don't want her to choke or drown. That was one of the questions I asked my doctor. I have a condition called achalasia. I had surgery several years ago on my esophagus, and my problem was swallowing it with water. And I asked the doctors if that was choking or if it was drowning. They go, well, do you choke on steak too? And I said, yes. They go, okay, then it's both. Unfortunately for me, that surgery, I became again one of the anomalies of, I fell into the category where the surgery not only didn't work, it made things worse. So that's been a several year journey as well. So I find it fascinating because all of my farm animals, the sheep, chickens, my dogs, everybody, you know, swallowing is a big thing. We don't really think of these things unless you have your own issues with it. So it's very important for me to make sure she doesn't drown. There, you want some more? Just giving her little breaks. And other than that, they know what they're doing, you know. Look at this. This is so precious to me. This is so, so precious. I'm just holding this little tiny 12-week-old precious fancy chick who's going to be making a huge statement in life with one fancy feathered foot. One foot. You're so precious.